Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Nidhi Taneja. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 3rd of October. Indian security forces thwart infiltration bid by Pakistani terrorists amid rising tensions. Indo-Bangladesh border security chief hold talks in New Delhi, discuss security issues. And Festival of 9 Nights being celebrated with fanfare across India. And now for all the details. Indian security forces foiled an infiltration bid in northern Punjab province from across the border on Monday. Infiltration attempts into India by terrorists from Pakistan have spiked in recent times.
The Indian Border Security Force launched an offensive after detecting suspicious movement in Gurdaspur district in northern Punjab province. No cross-border firing was reported and Indian security personnel had opened fire to thwart the infiltration attempt. Infiltration bids by terrorists from Pakistan side have become routine in recent times.
हमारे SSTI लगी उसमें हरकत दिखाई दी कि बंदों की हरकत दिखाई देती है हम देखते रहते हैं तुरंत हरकत दिखाई दी पैरा छोड़ा तो उसमें बंदे नजर आ गए तो फायर कर दिया तो तुरंत भाग गए.
This comes after a group of terrorists believed to be 4 to 6 in number attacked adjoining army and border security force camps in Baramulla district in northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Sunday night, in which one border guard was killed. A similar attack on an army camp in Uri sector of the same province had killed 19 Indian soldiers 2 weeks ago. The terrorists fled under the cover of darkness. Attacks in northern India from Pakistan's side have been on the rise ever since India launched surgical strikes on Pakistan targeting launch pads for terrorists. The Indian Army last week had announced that it conducted the surgical strikes across the de facto line of control against terrorists waiting to infiltrate into India with the aim of attacking various places in Jammu and Kashmir and also several metros.
Meanwhile, Indian Interior Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday met several delegations to discuss problems in the Leh region of India's Jammu and Kashmir province. He held talks with members of political parties, people from trade and tourism, and social activists and discussed their demands. His visit to the region comes in the wake of several infiltration bids by terrorists from Pakistan into the province. Attacks in the northern Afghan city of Kunduz continued on Monday as Taliban militants launched coordinated attack to regain its control in the region. A report.
Taliban militants launched coordinated attacks in different areas in northern Kunduz city on Sunday night as sporadic clashes still continue in the outskirts of the city. The militants are said to have blocked some key routes to the other districts of Kunduz. So far, no casualty has been reported. The attack comes as Taliban has stepped up activities in Kunduz after it was briefly captured by the insurgents last year. The strike in Kunduz comes ahead of a major international donor conference in Brussels on Tuesday, where Afghanistan's international partners will discuss ongoing funding for the country. Meanwhile, a top police official was killed in another coordinated attack by the Taliban militants in the restive Nawa district of southern Helmand province during the clashes earlier this morning. Reports suggest that the Taliban insurgents have managed to take control of some of the areas of Nawa district during the gun battle with the Afghan forces.
Moving on, daily harassment and bleak future in Pakistan are forcing thousands of Afghan refugees to flee to their homeland every day. But their turmoil does not end here as many have no homes and support system to live in the war-torn country. A report.
Thousands of Afghan refugees line up at the United Nations Reception Center in the outskirts of Kabul, waiting to be repatriated after having lived in exile in Pakistan for decades. The increase in harassment by Pakistan authorities on daily basis are forcing many to leave their work behind and return to the war-ravaged country with uncertain future.
تنگول د سوا چې بس سال ته کورو کې مراتله چاپا والا چاپغانه ټیم را کول بس لسوره د شلوره ټیم را کول چې بای په دې کور خالی کا که خالی نه کې بس تانه د بوتلولو حال د بیا پیسې را نغشت 15000 سلور 2000 روپۍ را نغشت بیا پرې خودلو بس د تنگ راغلو نور مو څومره پیسې چې دې ته مونږ ورکو نور بس هغه نه تنگ شلو بس دلته راغلو خپل وطن ته راغلو.
Although they are returning to their homeland, the refugees are in dire need of help with food and shelter as the harsh winter months approach.
Of course, there are many challenges. These returnees, they're coming back after more than 3 decades in exile. That means that their grandparents originated from Afghanistan. So they don't know Afghanistan as their home country. So it will take a big adjustment for them. They may lack the community links at the moment. So one of the key issues is where will they live?
Despite many international organizations citing concerns over Pakistan's new repatriation plans, Islamabad has stepped up pressure to send people back. According to the UNHRC figures, the number of assisted returns jumped from 1,433 in June to 60,743 in August this year.
Attacks on journalists is not something new in Gilgit-Baltistan. Whosoever tries to raise their voice or expose corruption are met with high-handedness. Take a look at how the establishment has closed their eye to the plight of their journalists.
Journalism is considered to be one of the most risky professions in Pakistan. The attack on media houses in Pakistan's port city of Karachi by members of one of the major political parties is the proof of the plight of journalists. In illegally occupied territory of Gilgit-Baltistan, the situation is even worse. Freedom of speech and expression also holds no value in the remote Himalayan region. A group of journalists recently staged a protest against the injustices meted out to them.
ये जो सहाफ़त पे हमले हो रहे हैं ये कोई नई बात तो नहीं है। बहुत अरसे से हम देख रहे हैं, जब से हमने सहाफ़त का आगाज़ किया हर दौर में मीडिया हाउसेस पर हमले ये तो आम सी बात है, लेकिन बहुत सारे जो रिपोर्टर हजरात हैं, हमारे भाई हैं जर्नलिस्ट, उनको तशद्दुद का निशाना बनाया गया। बहुत सारे हमारे साथी शहीद भी हुए। ये जुल्म, ये ज़्यादती बड़े अरसे से जारी थी।
Democracies around the world give prime importance to freedom of speech and expression, and so to their journalists. But in Gilgit-Baltistan, it is exactly the opposite. Journalists are threatened in a practice that has continued under the nose of corrupt administration and the Pakistani establishment for ages.
The 43rd Director General Level Border Coordination Conference between India's Border Security Force and Bangladesh Border Guards was held in New Delhi on Monday. During the conference, both Indian and Bangladeshi delegations discussed mutual border problems and issues for better coordination between both border guarding forces. The issues of illegal migration, trans-border crimes, smuggling were also among the various issues discussed. The last such talks were held in Dhaka in May. A prayer and religious offering was held for soldiers who lost their lives in the Uri attack in eastern Bhubaneswar city. A world record holder offered tributes in a unique manner.
An event commemorating martyred soldiers of the attack on an Indian army base in Uri sector of northern Jammu and Kashmir province was held in eastern Bhubaneswar city. Guinness World Record holder and martial arts expert Keshav Swain smashed 108 green coconuts using his knee, head and elbow and offered it to the lingam, a representative symbol of Lord Shiva.
ये मेरा एक उद्देश्य है कि हमारा देश की जवान जो शहीद हुए हैं उसके लिए हम श्रद्धांजलि के स्वरूप से हम भगवान शिव से ही अभिषेक किया है कि उनकी आत्मा को शांति मिले, उनके परिवार को भी शांति मिले, हमारा देश में भी शांति और बढ़े.
In 2015, Swain broke his own Guinness World Record by breaking 92 green coconuts with his elbow within a minute.
Events were organized on large scale in parts of India to mark the festival of 9 nights. Along with professional dance troupes, devotees dressed up in colourful attires to perform the traditional folk dance. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude the top stories once again. Indian security forces thwart infiltration bid by Pakistani terrorists amid rising tensions. Indo-Bangladesh border security chief hold talks in New Delhi, discuss security issues. And Festival of 9 Nights being celebrated with fanfare across India. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.